We've all had a difficult time buying tickets. Lakers games are expensive, but I try and find games to take my son Vinny to. It's hard to find good deals, especially at the last minute.
You shouldn't have to worry when you buy tickets to your next big event. Gametime is a fast and easy way to buy tickets for all the sports, music, comedy, and theater events near you.
The Lakers have a ton of home games the remainder of the year. I like that in the Gametime app, they have last-minute tickets. You can see views from every seat.
Gametime is the only ticketing app that gives you complete peace of mind with your purchase. Their all-in pricing shows your total up front, so you know you're getting a great deal before you buy. They also have the Gametime guarantee, which means you'll always get the best price.
Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Gametime.
Download the Gametime app, create an account, and use code J&J for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code JANDJ for $20 off. Download Gametime today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed.
Forget about what the calendar says. Football season is right around the corner, and that means Best Ball Week at DraftKings isn't far behind. Here's what you need to know. DraftKings Best Ball Millionaire Contest is their biggest fantasy contest ever. We're talking 15 million guaranteed prize pool with two millionaires being crowned for first and second place.
If you're a set it and forget it type, then Best Ball is for you. No waiver wires, no roster management, bigger roster so injuries won't end your season. Only the draft, and that's it. You're set for the season. And $15 million in prize money is no joke. Still not convinced? Check this out. This year, DraftKings is offering everyone a Draft One, Get One special. Your $20 entry fee scores you a bonus ticket.
Get ready for Best Ball Week at DraftKings. Download the DraftKings app and use code Jenkins. That's code Jenkins, Jenkins, for all customers who enter the NFL Best Ball $15 million millionaire contest to get a bonus ticket. Only during Best Ball Week, only on DraftKings. Welcome to Jenkins and Jones on the Volume Podcast Network. It's Sunday, August 18th. And every week, we're just going to see how much closer we can get to the start of the podcast with stuff we're not allowed to say on the podcast. We got a lot of fun stuff to talk to you about today. We have a hot take. We also are going to talk about how close Bron and Steph were or were not to teaming up. We're going to talk Olympic flag football. And Jackson's going to play a round of Stump The OIds. And we're going to close with Dookie Butt of the Week. So if you're in the chat, we're going to need your community Dookie Butt of the Week. But also, do we want to start off with an announcement about what we may be doing this week, or do we want to wait until the technical stuff has been resolved?
Start it off. See what happens.
We can.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We'll get it figured out. Me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we
You're
have
the one who did all the work to figure it out.
well,
I'm just
we have two exciting game style episodes upcoming. One of which is I have done the tech testing, and we are just about ready to go on CFB25, Tyler versus Jackson.
How do you feel as far as talent-wise, though?
I'm a little nervous.
You and I are going to set a lot. We're going to do I want to do prop bets and shit too.
I'm a little nervous, I would say. I'm a little nervous,
Can
but
we get in there on it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
but I think it should be good. I'm excited.
What do you think
Tyler doesn't even, he's just fucking smiling.
I'm
He's
not going to say shit.
Look, I'm not buying what Jackson's selling because he's out here talking about he's putting up 60 a game. He knows how to play that motherfucking game. You putting up 60. Like, come on, man.
So I know how to play offense. My gameplay is basically big plays or interceptions, and then I just don't know how to play defense. So if the dominoes fall right, I could put up a lot of points.
Football team. That's
yeah, for sure.
Team right there.
What's the over/under? What are we looking at? You know what I'm saying?
I'd have to put it at 110 probably.
No, I think that's high.
I'm about a 35 point per game guy. Jackson's about a 60 point per game.
I think 60.
I'm going to dive into the
more.
metrics, and we'll put out a draft. We'll put out the DraftKings lines closer to the game.
What type of O you running, Tyler?
I'm like I said, I lean on the run, bro.
Okay.
I lean on the run.
You on that? You on some old
Nebraska I run single back for the most part.
Okay.
How many tight ends?
3.
Big boy,
no! Fucking dog, bro.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
I loved a lot of things.
Out the single back like a motherfucker too. So
I've loved a lot of things you've said over the years, Tyler, per year, but I don't think I've ever loved anything you've said more than
that's the brand of football I love, bro. I love that fucking 4 yards in a cloud of dust, and then pulverize the motherfucking opponent until you get them on the ropes, then go for the big play. That's my brand of football, dog.
Yikes. The chat has Elijah said Jackson over 5 interceptions is a lock. 5 interceptions thrown. Rishi said Jackie 4 verts over here, and 4 verts. There'll be a lot of 4 verts.
This is actually gonna be.
He was throwing that thing. You feel me?
This is going to be USC going into the Big Ten. This is exactly what this is
it's a
gonna be.
perfect encapsulation of USC as a football program. But yeah, so that we just got to get some final touches figured out about the tech. We will do that either this week. We'll probably have that up to do this week or next week, which is great. And then the other one we have is I think it's officially time to do Guess That White.
Guess that white.
For one John LaJethro
really
Jenkins.
It's
gonna be
so embarrassing.
It's gonna be really.
It's not
really
even gonna
funny.
be funny. Like I'm gonna be.
It is.
It's gonna be
brother.
Funny, brother.
It is.
I don't want to look like a racist. That's my problem. Like, like nigga.
I'm gonna attempt to throw you some softballs early, and if you miss those,
okay.
then we'll really know. Then we'll know what we're in for.
I really had, but when I was playing in the group chat talking about Jennifer Aniston was in this movie. For the first 30 minutes, I thought that was Jennifer Aniston. Like, what movie? I forget what movie it was, but like
You said like Jurassic Park or some shit. I was like, bro,
I forget what it was, man. But it was an old ass movie. I'm like, damn, I know Jennifer Aniston was in this shit. And then
Twister.
like
You said about
Twister.
It was Twister.
It was Twister.
Yeah.
Of course, Tyler remembers. You know what I'm saying? That still trap as a brain. And I was like, I know Jennifer Aniston was in this. And I was like, 30 minutes like, oh no, if it's her. And I looked it up. I'm like, ooh, this Pick That White is gonna be nasty, bro.
I think I'm gonna mix it up and
I
have
thought
some
I
fun
knew
with
her.
it. We'll probably just do some picture and guess. We'll probably do 2 pictures and 2 names and be like, do you know
Okay,
who,
2 pictures,
who
2
is
names. I can
who?
figure that out.
Who is who?
I guess maybe.
We'll see. We will see.
I'm gonna I think that's gonna be the first of 2 blowouts for Tyler this week.
Yeah, I think we'll probably do it as John gets a chance to guess first, and if he doesn't know it, we'll have Tyler have a chance to guess, and then if Tyler doesn't know it, Mike will have a chance to guess, and if Mike doesn't know it, I'll reveal the
It's
answer.
multiple choice. Like
I can give you a couple multiple choices. We'll mix it up. We'll mix it up.
If it's just butt naked out here, it's over with. Cook. No, yeah.
Bro, and I am
I
not
might
a
go
white
over
people
10 in this
face
motherfucker.
expert, so like, but I just think John is way worse than me, dog, and I'm terrible at that shit.
Dola's looking at the camera right now like, you were setting my man's up. I can't believe this.
Right. You really gonna do this, Daddy? Like, you sure you want to do this shit?
Elijah in the chat said John does not know who Jared Leto is.
Oh no, who is that?
Jared Leto's not even on my list right now, but that's a good one to add.
Is he a popular white dude?
Yeah.
Popular enough.
What's
Popular
the
enough.
most pop? They said the dude started a cult and shit. Like,
Yeah.
He
What
played
does
the
he look
Joker.
like?
He played the Joker.
Played the Joker.
yeah, he played the newest Joker in like the Suicide Squad shits.
Mhm.
I'm trying to think of what was his biggest role.
Well, he's a musician also, right? He's like in a band, like a famous band. I forget I'm like drawing a blank.
Would Jared Leto be on your softball level of questions you were
30
gonna
Seconds
ask?
to Mars. No. Jared Leto wasn't even on my list. That's how.
Okay, because nigga.
No. I wouldn't do you with Jared Leto. That's actually like legitimately a tough one.
Okay.
I know Jared Leto. I feel okay. I'm more plugged in than I thought.
Either way, everybody who's watching right now, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube
Mike
channel.
got white
because
blindness. That's
we
funny
got-
as hell.
We got Guess the White, and we got CFB25 stream upcoming soon.
Hell yeah.
That nigga over there celebrating. That's crazy.
Dar and I just, go to parties and just
Put your heads together, see if y'all can
that's the
figure
city
out.
manager. Remember, it's like, okay, for sure.
Oh man,
That's
I'm plugged
shit.
in. It's gonna be great.
Oh, man.
2 great episodes of Jenkins and Jones coming up this week. Very
I'm
excited.
gonna get washed though. It's over with. Fuck
All
it.
right,
I'm gonna try hard though. Can
gentlemen,
wait. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I get like a sheet to practice? Can we do that?
You
No.
got God's internet, brother.
John,
Nigga, there's so
John,
many nigga white people on the internet.
You could look up actors. It's gonna be mostly actors.
Do you know how many white actors there are?
I do. I kind of
Thousands.
I do. Leading into this, I was like, how many can we even how could we really do a whole show with this? And then I like Googled like best actors or whatever, and there's so many. There's so many.
Good.
But I'm not gonna give you a crazy obscure one. They're like, I'm gonna pick really famous people.
I'm not even going. Okay. Fuck it, man. It is
You
what
asked
it is.
Okay,
you asked for how to
okay.
study, and I told you how to study. So
According to employment data, there are 11,300 actors currently employed full-time in the United States.
that's not what we're doing.
67.5% of them are men.
How many are white though? That's the question.
67% of the actors are white.
Yo, I'm not gonna do this because I don't want to take credit for it, but our chat is the funniest group of people in the whole world. And Miles said, in all caps, Jackson, if you can see this, please put Tarico on Guess That White.
Tariq, that would be fucking hilarious.
Don't read any
No.
more suggestions from the
I know.
chat. Let the chat be your writer's room.
Let the
today,
chat be my
Jackson.
guide. Yeah, that is hilarious.
All right. I've been delaying this because I regret to inform you that I have formed a hot take.
Is it a bad take, Mike? It's probably a bad take, isn't it?
Probably. But I want you to know that I stand by it already. All right.
Go ahead.
I think it's a little embarrassing how insecure the NBA and NFL guys are about Noah Lyles. And I have sort of felt that way for a bit, but it peaked today when Tyreek Hill challenged that man to a 50-yard race as though he were laying down some sort of, I'm going to slay you. 50 yards is 45 meters. So he challenged him to 45% of a race. And I just don't understand. Like, Noah Lyles was on Shannon Sharpe's podcast admitting he doesn't know who Nikola Jokic is. He's not a sports fan.
He's a nerd, and that's
He's
okay.
a dork who happens to be the fastest man on earth and to have won a gold medal in the 100-meter at literally the Olympics. And I just don't understand why athletes who have more status, who have more money, who have more acclaim and more fans, which is Noah Lyles' argument. The question he was asked when he made that comment was essentially, does it bother you that every other country on earth celebrates their sprinters? We've seen these gold medalists going home to 30,000 fans in a stadium to cap a parade.
Beautiful
and in
moments,
America,
dude.
you
Beautiful
come
moments.
home and it's like, good shit, bro. The game's on, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Great what you did last week, brother.
So
It's this week, though.
Yeah, and here's my thing. I think that the comment he made is corny. I think Noah's corny and a dork and all that stuff. But at the same time, I think sprinters and swimmers are the people who get to make that argument. LeBron James has never, to defend the title of being the best basketball player on earth, had to show up to a basketball court where every country on earth could send someone to go one-on-one against him. And if he lost, people would say he's not the best basketball player on earth. It is different. It is different. And I think that when you get to the top of that mountain, you're allowed to be a fucking idiot. And I furthermore do not understand people who want more reasoned, measured sports takes from the 100-meter world champion. That's an insane person every year of the earth's existence.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what Noah Lyles lost me. And this was just flat out a hateration in the dancery. When that motherfucker went at Ant, like, bro, that was just straight hate. There's no defense to that. When he was like, "Oh, well, Ant's got a shoe and I don't." Like, bro, like,
but he
that's
said he
hate.
didn't do that. He said he didn't do that. They said that was he said I didn't do that. They put words in my mouth. You know what I mean? Is there actually footage of that? Because when I looked it up, because I thought the same thing. Like, this is ridiculous, nigga. Like, come on, bro. You ain't Michael Johnson. You ain't worth that famous. That was 90s famous. It's gonna be very hard for you to sell a shoe off of, you know, a 2-week span every 4 years of popularity. And he said he never said that. He said it never went at Ant like that. That was fabricated. So,
yeah, okay,
yeah.
well.
Yeah,
well,
but that's hater. If that's some hater
if he
shit for
did
sure,
say that,
yeah.
that is some hater shit. But if it's not
Yeah.
substantiated, I won't hold it against him. But I don't think it's like insecure on Tyreek Hill's part. I think he's gonna get smoked. I don't think he's fucking with Noah Lyles. But the thing about this shit is sprinting. That's so ego driven. Like, All you got to do is say you faster than a motherfucker. Like, we've all seen the homies racing at 3 a.m. drunk and shit, right?
At 34, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I'm faster than you. Those are fucking fighting words where motherfuckers will go out there regardless of when and where and go out and race. You know what I mean?
Adrian challenged me 2 weeks ago and I told him no. When he comes here, we're racing. I'm fucking 41. Like, so yes.
Yeah.
Adrian has 9 times as many Achilles tendons as you have at this juncture of your lives.
For 100 meters, I'm smoking that nigga. I'm standing on that shit, bro. And we can record this shit. Put it on live, Jackson. Stream that shit. Show me cracking this nigga in front of everybody.
Start stretching now, brother. Start stretching now, please.
You have no idea, Mike. You have no idea, bro. You don't get it, dog.
I have seen a lot of those races, brother, and I'm just please take care of those hamstrings and calves and Achilles.
The hamstring is a question.
On behalf of your children.
I've been taking ice baths.
Children.
I've been taking ice baths and I jog and I do stretch a lot. So, nigga. And I'm gonna get on the treadmill a little bit before, but I'm gonna smoke them. I guarantee that. It's over.
Okay.
What you think your 100 time is right now? Well, when you get ready for it.
I have no idea. But I know it's at least it's way faster than Adrian's. That's what I do know. Adrian's made for distance, nigga. I'm made for speed. Okay. It's just different. You know, you ran a marathon. I will never run a marathon, and you will never beat me in a fucking foot race, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's balance. You feel me? The universe.
14 seconds.
Kind of embarrassing. I was running. And
14 seconds at 40 something years old is not an embarrassing time in the 100 meters, bro.
Man, I think I'm faster than the high school, middle school me for sure, right?
The middle schoolers in Long Beach are running 11 seconds, bro.
Yeah, I think in eighth grade, the fastest dude in the school, just named Josh Alford, ran 11-1, 100 yard, not 100 meter, 100 yards, and I was second fastest. So it was like 12. I was second fastest, but not close to Josh. Yeah, that was a white boy too. He was cold, nigga. But yeah. So it's like
this is in St. Louis or in Alabama?
Nah, this was actually in Tennessee. I moved a lot. It was in Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Tennessee. Country shit though, man. Them country boys, you can't. Them niggas be booming and shit in Alabama, nigga. And them niggas, the country boys different, bro. So
the much hyped John versus Adrian sprint sidetracked us from a point Tyler was making.
Sorry, and before we jump back into Tyler, I'm going to put on my Politico fact check hat. And the Anthony Edwards did say the quote about there was confusion about why he didn't attend the event, which he sort of denied. Like it wasn't a spiteful thing about attending the event. The release for the shoe, but he did have a direct quote in like a New York Times or New Yorker article where he was basically like, "Why don't I have a shoe?" When he used Ant as sort of like the jumping off point, like this guy gets a shoe and he's done whatever, and I don't have a shoe. But in terms of the actual
words,
I can read you the quote. But in terms of the actual events, that's where the confusion was that he was trying to clear up. There was nothing spiteful about not attending the event. He just had another engagement. But the direct quote from the article was, you want to invite me to an event for a man who has not even been to an NBA Finals in a sport that you don't even care about, and you're giving him a shoe? No disrespect, the man is an amazing athlete. He's having a heck of a year. I love that they saw the insight to give him a shoe because they saw that he was going to be big. All I'm asking is, how could you not see that from me? And this was like an article like earlier, like a little while ago.
That's hate, dog. That's hate. See, here's the thing about Noah Lyles. He's a dude who thinks that if he finds a technicality, he gets to fight on that and stand on that. Because technically he's right here, right? He's right in this circumstance. Noah Lyles is better at track right now than Ant Edwards is better at basketball, right? Noah Lyles is the fastest man in the world.
There's with all due respect to Ant.
Ant's not the best basketball player in the world. He's top 10 or so, but he's not the best basketball player in the world. And Noah Lyles sees that and he's like, okay, why don't I have a shoe? Because he doesn't understand the how Ant is a bigger star, even though not being a better athlete in his field than Noah is in track. The same shit he leaned on in that whole world champions bullshit. Yes, there is not a global fucking league, but then the NBA is the best league on the planet, right? Like he's someone who will find that technicality and try to beat you down on like semantics and pedantic shit, right? That's the type of dude he is. And I'm with you. He doesn't annoy me. I'm just like, bro, just ignore this motherfucker. But that's the type of dude he is, man.
But Tyler, I think that's my thing is like, basketball players and football players get hated on by annoying, corny dork haters who have less money than them all the time. It's odd to me how bothered they are by Noah Lyles and his comments, which, like, again, to your point, like, just to put it in perspective, if he hadn't had cut, first of all, I'm going to go out and say, I think winning the bronze medal in the 200 with 102 fever and COVID is
Just
low
as
key the
impressive as
most
the 100.
impressive shit anyone did at the Olympics.
Big facts. We was talking about
Like,
that.
insane. If he'd won the gold in the 200, he would have been the third person in history to do that. It would have been Carl Lewis, Usain Bolt, and him. If he wins the gold in the 100 in LA, which he will be favored to do, he will be the third person in history to win back-to-back gold medals in the 100 meter. It's like, if you're talking about he's looking across sports at the people whose tier he's on, it's like Braun and Steph and KD. That's it in the NBA right now. He's in that level of conversation. And I agree that, and actually, I don't even argue that. I think he is a hater. I think he is corny. I think he is a fucking dork, but I just don't understand as such why it's been so, like, triggering for people. And I do think it's, as a football fan, it's embarrassing for me that Tyreek Hill would come out and say, I'll race you to the 50-yard line.
He gonna get his ass smoked too.
I know,
but the thing is,
bro.
I think
but
the sucker shit. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, but Mike, you're like, fans hate on basketball players all the time. I think there's some animosity from him towards athletes because it's like, bro, this is supposed to be a fraternity here where we don't speak down on each other. We leave that to the fans. We leave that to the talking heads, and you're crossing that line right now. I think that's what a lot of athletes take issue with him. Like, we saw that whole rant KD had where he just flat out told fans, y'all aren't in this brotherhood we're in, right?
Right.
So I think that's possibly why a lot of these athletes take issue with him, because it's like, bro, you breaking code right now. That's for fucking Skip Bayless and fucking, fucking Klay Thompson muse on Twitter to do, bro. We're supposed to be a fraternity here.
I think the track is kind of different because even though it's a team, it's so individual. You know what I mean? Like
the ultimate individual sport.
I mean, like, even if you're running for a school, you feel me? You're trying to win the track meet.
Yes.
What you're really there for is you. It's great if the team wins, but also if they don't and you won, that's what you're there for.
Yeah.
So it's such an individual sport. I don't think he would understand the fraternity. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the same way that, like, most team sports are. Like, it's such an individual sport. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So yeah, but
I think, obviously, I spend more time around sprinters than probably most NBA fans or whatever. But I guess that's the thing to me, is you expect those people to be insane.
They're the most arrogant athletes on the planet,
and they have to be, or they won't survive to the middle school level. Like, you were talking about middle school. There was a kid he's at the University of Washington now, but he set the middle school record in Long Beach. He won the all-city championship for middle school in 7th grade and was furious at himself for not setting the city record. I mean, no one could talk to him for 2 days.
Yeah.
Pauly had a freshman this year, fastest freshman in the state of California. He ran a 10.3 as a freshman, ran the third fastest time in California this year, and was furious that he did not win the state championship as a 9th grader. And I'll tell you this, I've been around a ton of elite NFL, MLB, NBA guys when they were younger. None of them were disgusted with themselves if they were the number one freshman in California, but were not the number one player overall. It's just a different level of insanity in an already insane subset of people. And if he was the 5th place finisher in the 100, for sure. But the 100-meter gold medalist should be a lunatic.
Has to be.
It would bother me if he was not a lunatic.
in that particular race, for sure. But, like, I do think it's weak. Like, Tyreek Hill, like, I'm gonna race you and race 45% of the race. I know your time. I think that's, bro. I think, like,
that's weak to me.
Because, you're trying to mitigate how much you're going to get blown the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like, from 45 to 100, what can happen? That's when Noah Lyles really started. And he's a
200-meter sprinter, right?
That's when he started getting busy after that 50 meters,
right? And I just
really gonna cook your ass. Like, you trying to take away half the race, more than half.
And I had a bunch of friends who were texting me today, like, "Well, that's because he's being smart, like he knows Noah doesn't." And I go, "But that's not the mentality of a sprinter. The mentality of a sprinter is line it the fuck up, right? Like, that's So I don't know. That's the part of it that bothered me. And people, what's crazy is a ton of NFL fans think Tyreek Hill will beat Noah Lyles in a race also.
No.
Which I've seen that all over social media today, which is like, they're like, oh, they both ran a 10-1 in high school. Noah Lyles is running a half second faster than that right now, and he's continued to train as a sprinter, bro. It's like John Ross.
Race.
John Ross, who's at the 40-yard dash record, was a football player and a sprinter in Long Beach. Guess which sport he skipped practices from? You know what I mean? It's just different. It's different. I don't know.
I got a bunch of kids in this mug, man. Some of them burst in here, rather trying to swoop her up.
I bet Somi could beat you in 100-meter.
Hey man, she got a pass actually. I don't know. she may can, but I know Adrian can't, nigga. Y'all maybe can. Adrian can't. I just won't let him. I'll be like, oh boy, what's the dude from Kansas City? I'm fighting, nigga. I'm fighting to get through that last 15. Ain't no way, bro. You know what I mean? I just can't let that nigga beat me in that 100 meters, dog.
You could beat me 100 meter, but you still can't beat me in a.
We got to run that. We got to see, bro.
John's lined up for a lot of activity.
A lot of sports on John's plate coming up.
The race is easy. I mean, honestly, Adrian easy work. The jumper, we'll see. We'll see. I ain't shot in a while, but I really feel like it's mental, bro. I really feel like it's mental with shooting, G. And the jumper really don't.
It's interesting. You think I don't got the mental? That's interesting.
I mean, we'll see, bro. When that pressure hits you, nigga.
One week ago, I hit game-winning free throws to win by
cool,
1.
Man.
I put him to sleep, you know.
That's cool. We gonna see, bro. I get to talking shit, nigga. That booty hole might tighten up, nigga. I don't know. We gonna see. We gonna see.
Jackson, explain the Braun, Steph, Rich Paul thing, please.
There was a report from Mark Stein that LeBron James, you may have heard of him, his agent, Rich Paul, who you may have heard of as well. Rich Paul reportedly, apparently, early on in the process, blocked any sort of notion of a LeBron to the Warriors trade because he was worried about the, as it would be, the wrath, the backlash of the fans for LeBron, A, switching teams for a fourth time, and B, going from the Lakers to the Warriors specifically. So he asked both sides to stand down essentially before it could get anywhere. Your thoughts?
There's no reporting suggesting that it was going somewhere to that point?
Not really. It was sort of just like the reporting is more or less that there were maybe some ideas floating around that Rich Paul was like, before this idea becomes even a phone call, let's everyone relax and everyone stand down essentially.
When did this happen?
I think this year. I don't know though. It's a good question.
Okay.
Rich Paul, get the fuck out the way. That's all however this shit gotta happen. If you're standing on this shit that he cannot go to Golden State, I get that. But these motherfuckers need to team up, bro. I don't care how it happens. I don't give a fuck. I can understand Rich Paul saying, no, you have to come to Bron. You know what I'm saying? That's the king of this shit or whatever have you. You know what I'm saying? It's the Lakers and, Lakers don't jet out, to go to the Warriors. And I understand that. But if he's telling these motherfuckers to just stop talks completely, hell no. No, bro. These dudes need to team up. I saw enough during the fucking Olympics. I was emotional as hell. Like, bro, these dudes were meant to play with each other. Like they were
games meshed so well, bro.
Yeah, like there was a stat where Bron assisted on like 38% of Steph's buckets. Like, bro, they're perfect for each other, man.
I feel like Steph can't leave the Warriors, and I feel like Bron can't play for the Warriors. So I don't know how it makes sense because Bron playing for the Warriors was nasty. You know what I mean? I love the fan base. I don't like the Steph fans. I love Warriors fans. Warriors fans are cool. Steph fans are weird. You know what I mean? But
which as a basketball fan, which one's more distasteful? Steph on the Lakers or Bron on the Warriors?
Oh, Bron on the Lakers. Bron on the Warriors is by far the most distasteful to me. Steph would have to go to the Lakers. I think I'm not mad at that. Him being on the Lakers, I'd be weird not seeing him in a Warriors jersey. But Bron in a Warriors jersey, bro, and how those people would treat him. Nigga, KD was the best player on that team for 2 years, and everybody hated him. Niggas was arguing with me about rules of basketball. Noah Lyles looking white motherfuckers in the bar during 2016 finals, nigga. I'm like, bitch, that is not I don't know what game you're talking. That's not basketball, bro. You never watched sports, period, probably. Definitely haven't watched basketball prior to this. I don't want those guys to have Bron on their team. The team they just started rooting for in 2016.
Tyler, you
I just
agree?
can't.
Bron going to the Warriors is the worst one.
Yeah. Bron cannot go to the Warriors. I get, like I said, if that's the reason, if that's why Rich Paul stepped in, I get it. But bro, they gotta play together, man.
I definitely see where you guys are coming from, but Steph to me feels like the last one team superstar. Do you know what I mean? I just like it would feel like.
That's why I say it can't happen, period. It's nasty either way.
They'd have to go meet up in Phoenix or something.
There was a Spurs, so there were some people doing a Spurs thing, trying to get them both
of course
on Wemby's team, which would be very fun.
But Spurs are like the drain through which all fan fiction like sinks in the, you know what I mean? Like in the NBA, it has to get sluiced through the Spurs before it drains out.
I forgot. Every once in a while, Mike's Spurs hater.
No. I'm not even saying as a hater. It is just true. It's like between Pop and like just the affinity people have for what the Spurs have had. It's just like, it's not a true fan conspiracy theory unless the Spurs are involved in some way. Can you imagine simultaneously the Lakers letting Bron go to San Antonio and the Warriors letting Steph go to San Antonio? That's the most far-fetched shit I've ever heard, bro.
Yeah, ain't no motherfucking way.
If Steph Curry ends up on the Lakers, I might just have to quit everything, quit work, quit who knows what, bro. That'd be a nightmare.
You would have to BCC me into the Zoom window for that show with Draymond.
It would be bad. That would be bad. This show would be bad. Everything would be bad. It would all be bad if Steph Curry was in the Lakers. My life would take a dramatic downturn.
You know why it would take a downturn? Because you'd be a fan.
No, that's the problem.
That's a fact.
Yes, you'd be taking that shit straight to the veins, nigga. Yeah. You feel me?
Like
needle point straight to the veins. You
tough.
Need it.
It's
you feel
tough.
Me?
Steph Curry's my favorite basketball player. I'm a huge Boston Celtics fan, but Steph Curry's my favorite basketball player, and
I can't not watch that, bro.
It would be physically painful.
Season ticket holder
on the Lakers. I don't got that kind of money, especially if I quit my job over all that, bro.
You'd be the new crypt keeper.
I hope not. I hope not.
All right. I would love to see Steph as a Laker. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, shit ain't
Rich
never
Paul.
gonna happen, but
it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah,
but Steph ain't gonna lead the Warriors, bro, and he shouldn't. I would love to see it happen. He shouldn't. I would love to see it happen, but it shouldn't happen because of like their history and like what's going on currently. It just doesn't make sense. But I would love to see him play in some way. Pull up at the Drew, guys. Pull up at the Drew. Let's get a summer of Drew League basketball with Bron and Steph. Maybe
I'll tell you what. If Steph plays at the Drew, I will start the Steph to the Lakers hype train.
He's dropping
myself.
80. He's dropping 80 though. Like you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that'd be.
I mean, crazy. 80 might be underselling it. I think DeMar just dropped 61 this weekend.
Okay. Yeah. Did he drop 61 this weekend?
I think so. I know he finally won. DeMar finally won a Drew League title, which I was really excited. That was like, I think to him, that was like the last thing. That's 61. As big as
it 61 of them things. Jesus.
That's like an NBA title to do. I was so happy for DeMar.
I mean, for hometown kid for sure. Hell yeah.
Okay. I feel like this is sort of going contrary to my Noah
Nick
Lyles.
Young's won 2, I think, Drew League championships. And DeMar
JB's got one. JB's got
JB.
one.
Yeah, I feel like, bro, DeMar.
Well, but the issue for DeMar's team's cheaters, like the issue for DeMar's team is it's like the top level NBA guys can't play every game because they have shit that they have to do. So it tends to be a Nick Young level where it's like you're much better than the average Drew League player, but you don't have to do promotional appearances 5 days a week in the off season or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
I don't mean that as a shot at Nick Young. It's just a different, DeMar doesn't get
caliber of NBA player. You know what I mean?
Right.
Your summers are truly free. You have the summer off. These guys that he wants to have on a team, they don't really have the summer off. That's like that. Like you said, that's promotional time.
Yeah.
That's preparing for next year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Business wise.
Okay. I feel like I was sticking up for the little sports guys with Noah Lyles, and I'm not going to do this on this
I don't think you did actually, though.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think you did. I don't think it's a bad take that you had. I
Okay.
just think, like you said, like I don't agree with him, but I see why he's crazy. Like that's what you
okay.
basically said. That's not taking up for him. That's just
Yeah.
saying, like, he's crazy, guys. Don't expect him to say things that aren't crazy.
Okay,
That's what
okay,
you said,
okay.
man.
All right, okay. I didn't go hard enough then. Sorry, Jackson and Danny. I didn't create a good enough clip for you. Okay, but I am gonna shit on this. Daryl Hoosh Doucette, the USA's flag football quarterback, said, "quote It's disrespectful to assume that NFL players will simply take Olympic team spots when the sport debuts at the 2028 Olympics." He said, "I think it's disrespectful that they just automatically assume that they're able to just join the Olympic team because of the person that they are. They didn't help grow this game to get to the Olympics." Gentlemen, do you feel that if Patrick Mahomes wanted to be the quarterback of the USA flag football team, that Hoosh's argument would hold up in court?
Get the fuck out of the way, my boy.
Yeah, you gotta stand down for America there, Bubba. But I mean, look, I think he low-key has a case. We have to see which caliber of NFL players are gonna hop out there, right? Like if it's just some fourth string quarterback who hasn't gotten any playing time, who doesn't really know the ins and outs of flag football, I think a career flag football player guy might have the edge on him there. But if it's a dog like fucking Mahomes, you know what I mean, or Lamar, no, they'll figure it out. I trust those guys, you know.
I think even a fourth string, third string guy, the level you have to be at to be third string in comparison to a flag football player, I'm not shitting on him. If you're like the top flag, if you're the top in anything in this world, that's incredible, right? But how good you have to be on a football roster at that position? Gee, I just maybe it's not get the fuck out of the way like Mahomes, but my nigga, you ain't gonna win that spot. Good luck, but it's not happening. That's how it feels like to me. Like, we're lying to ourselves. That's what
I just
like.
think the things that would separate quarterbacks here, the gap isn't that big. You don't need a fucking Peyton Manning who's gonna do pre-snap reads and send the guys on hot routes and all that shit, right? Like flag football, it's a whole different beast from fucking NFL style football. So like,
but the level of precision from a nigga like him that looked like he weighed 140 pounds to an actual NFL quarterback. You know what I mean? Like a guy
but to Tyler's point, the physicality is not as big of a factor.
I understand
the field's
that,
also not as big.
Like, I'm talking about precision. I'm talking about precision. Like, you know what I mean? The arm that he'd have. You know what I mean? Like the precision. Just that matters at that position no matter if you're playing on Mars. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. We'll see.
I have bad news for Hoosh, and I'll be honest with you. I do feel a little bit bad for these dudes because it feels like someone in USA flag football might not have been being completely honest with them. But we are in California. We're at ground zero of the joint initiative to make flag football a sport. It's the fastest growing girls sport in California this year. It's going to have a playoffs for the first time in the high school. The money behind it is as follows: Nike, the National Football League.
Shush. Yeah, it's over.
And so Nike and I'm sure reading the tea leaves that Nike took this to the NFL, and this is what they said. Right now, we can sell football shit to 50% of kids in high school. If we can find a way to make girls play, we can sell shit to 100% of kids in high school. Creating flag football as a sport will solve your ongoing issue that the NFL has with suburban moms being more and more protective about CTE and concussions. Friday Night Lights is a flag football league they have here in Southern California. That shit is crazy how many fucking kids are signed up for that shit because their parents want them to be involved with football, but they do not want to put a helmet on their kid's head and run him into some other kid wearing a helmet. Mm-hmm. But here's the bummer for Hoosh. They did a commercial about flag football being in the Olympics, and Jalen Hurts was in the commercial.
Yeah. So
the commercial was paid for by the NFL and Nike. And I just, protect your heart, Hoosh.
I feel bad for him. I thought what I said earlier, like he doesn't have a chance. I do feel grow the sport. I get the emotion.
Yeah.
I understand the effort he probably put in the growing the sport. Like to be dedicated to flag football, like even like ultimate frisbee, them niggas, like they put time aside. Like this is their passion. You feel me?
I got a homie who set the Red Bull world record for longest paper airplane throw. That's his whole life, dog.
Bro,
like these people are dedicated to this shit.
They're so dedicated. But my nigga, sometimes God gonna do what God do, bro. You feel me? And them niggas is blessed in a way that, you know what I'm saying? That you were just saying. And I just don't feel like it's gonna. I don't feel like guys like him really have a chance.
No,
If
they're
you're
being
picking
used.
the best players, and it's not fair.
Yeah.
But it ain't about fair, nigga.
But they're being
You know what
used
I
to do
mean?
the grunt work to lay the foundation for
Yeah.
what the NFL and Nike want, which is if you're trying to launch this sport globally, it's going to be Pat Mahomes and Jalen Hurts is what it's going to be. And you just have to kind of prepare yourself for that because you're not going to be able to talk. You're not going to be able to talk your way out of that. Go ahead. They'll be happy to send you to an open tryout with Pat Mahomes in an open throwing the football competition, dog.
Jesus Christ.
Be realistic with yourself. But like the Olympics this is going to be what's happening. We just talked about the NBA. Adam Silver is talking about creating an NBA FIBA regular event. The NHL Players Union just voted, I think, nearly unanimously to pause their season, do whatever they need to do to get pro hockey players back in the Olympics. Major League Baseball is talking about in 2028 taking a month off in the summer so that all the top baseball players could go if they get baseball as an Olympic sport. Like the viewership was up 80% in Paris. Everyone wants a piece of that money.
It's money for
the
sure.
NFL does not give a fuck about the people who, the building blocks of flag football.
What's his name? Who's the Ploosh? Whoosh. That's his name. Yeah. Bro, and what's weird about y'all? I mean, what's crazy about y'all bringing up Pat Mahomes? Pat Mahomes' game is probably more built for flag football than the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy the shit that fucking behind the back pass shit, nigga. That has flag football written all over. That's that, you know what I mean? There's the odd shit, the no look shit. Like, I've seen niggas doing that in flag football. He's good enough to do it in the NFL, but like his game is made for that, bro. And I don't know if he would, but he seems like the guy that like win a gold medal for my country. Like add that to his the number of things he's done. I think he might fuck around and do it. Because y'all see him playing flag football?
I could.
Tom Brady doesn't have any gold medals.
You said what?
Tom Brady doesn't have any gold medals. It's another thing you can put on the resume in the GOAT debate. I mean, like, that's legit.
The question will be, if you look at the timing, and LA is going to be a little bit earlier in the summer than Paris was, the question will be, it's like mini camp season. So the question is, are NFL owners willing to bear the liability of their players doing anything on a field, non-contact or contact, and do they carve time out of the league schedule? But with the NFL involved in it, I feel like those conversations already happened.
For sure.
So, all right. Let's get to Stump the Olds, Jackson.
Let's do it. Let's do Stump the Olds. I gotta pull my list up here.
Let's stump those olds.
We're gonna do some.
We need a microphone.
Can you guys? Yeah, I need like one of those Bob Barker. Yeah, exactly. We're gonna do some young person slang and some young versus old sort of guessing game. First is, do any of you guys know what it means if I say the phrase, "Just put the fries in the bag"?
No.
Yes.
I figure Mike might know some of the answers to these questions, having kids that age. Mike, do you care to explain?
Just put the fries in the bag is like what I would be saying to Hoosh if he was talking about his opinions. It's just like, hey, bro, like,
I'm cool, bro.
It's
you
like,
got
hey,
your
bro.
opinions, whatever, but it's
Yeah.
like it's a way of, it's very classist. I don't like the way it speaks down on food workers, but it's like but that's what it is. It's like
it stems from apparently like someone going to a drive-through and like seeing someone that they used to know, and the person in the drive-through was like, "Oh, what's up? It's me from whatever," and the guy, just put the fries in the bag, bro.
Yeah,
like we don't need to do all this, you know.
It's the sports alternate that people have used quite a bit, which people were using quite a bit on Hoosh, was just hand Pat his Gatorade, little bro.
Exactly.
You can be on a team, you just can't play, nigga.
People are using that on Tatum. People are using that on Tatum too, bro. So Braun needs a towel.
Cold-blooded. It's just anyway. Go ahead. Not gonna get into it. Anyway.
For this next one, we're gonna do a guessing game. There is that again, Mike will probably know the answers to these already.
Tyler's gonna. We're all hiding behind Tyler for these.
Is there? It's been a trend to compare the way that people of our generation, mine and older, basically, versus how the young kids today are doing like hand motions for different things. For example, if I say to you, can you do like pantomime or do charades for how you answer the phone, pick up a phone call? You're doing what?
Yeah, we're doing this because this is a house phone, though.
Right. Do you know what kids
Gen
are
Z's
doing
probably
now?
doing this, right?
They're doing this, exactly.
Yeah.
And the other one that has been trending around, I wonder if you can
Looks
put
like
the
they're
pieces
throwing
together.
it up, bro.
You
better be careful.
That's
Kids
hilarious.
are answering the phone.
Whoa, that's a big C, brother. Be cool,
That's a
G.
big C.
Be cool, G.
Is
It's a mighty big C you have there, brother.
if you had to guess, if someone said to you, if you're in a car and someone said pantomime how you'd roll down the window in a car, you would do what?
Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
we
they doing this?
They're doing
Yeah,
this.
they're doing
instead
this.
of cranking the window
Oh,
down, they're
man.
just doing this.
Damn, we was broke boys, nigga.
I didn't get
Yeah.
power windows until frighteningly recently.
Nigga, that's I was goddamn shoulders was pumped, nigga. You
I
feel me?
was married. I think it would have
Really?
been like a month before we got married. We got married when we were 23, but it would have been pretty close to our wedding that I had the power windows.
Nigga, my first thing
Manually rolling down a window to talk to my fiance.
that was real love though, nigga. Can't nobody debate that. That's the realest love, nigga. Y'all ain't have nothing but love.
Yeah, that's up.
We're sleeping on a twin bed, brother. I can't sleep on a twin bed now by
Rolling
myself.
your
dog.
window down to ask a woman to marry you. You got
Hold
bigger
on,
fish to fry.
Hold on.
I promise it's coming. Ain't no way. That's crazy. I think 2000 and I bought my first whip 2009. Before that, I had like a Dodge Neon. Didn't even have a radio in that bitch, bro. That shit was the nastiest way of moving that I ever moved, bro. Jesus Christ.
Did you guys
Yeah.
have the like tape adapters?
I was just about to bring that up.
For sure. Yeah.
The tape adapters is something like I even had to use, but now it's unthinkable.
I remember
You
being
are
in
a
the
millennial.
gym having
I
the
am.
fanny pack with the Discman,
Yeah.
like working out with the Discman tucked in on the side and shit. God, bro.
I remember getting a Discman, like this one says it's gonna be shock proof. So when I go
Yeah.
running with it,
Hey, those motherfucking Iowa Discmans. You needed those shits, bro.
Them shits what? Beefy as fuck. You talking about
Beefy as
them?
fuck. Yeah,
That motherfucker was
the
fat,
skip
bro.
proof shit.
yeah, because it had
Yeah.
like gyros in it and shit. I remember running. I was in Montana on one of those dinosaur digs running with, I'm trying to find something the fucking size of a Discman.
A brick.
You're just running like this, like
A lot of jingling. A lot of movement going on by the waist, brother. You feel me? Crazy. Remember boom boxes and shit? I remember like having a boom box, listening to shit. We had to hide what we was listening to and shit. You feel me? Like, and I'm like, have my headphones plugged into my boom box. You feel me? Like a big
batteries with the C batteries.
Them big ass speakers, and I have the plugged in to go through these little ass headphones because my mom was like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Machiavelli? I'm not a killer, but don't push me, nigga. Revenge is like the sweetest joy, and that's a getting pussy, but she would have fucking tanned my hide, nigga. You feel me? Ain't no fucking way. Shit. Dog, we talking about what? Snoop's first album? Shit. Dog, come on, bro. Tooted up out that motherfucker. Come on, man. Ain't no way I had a cat in the crib.
Well, and then Snoop doubled down because it was even the album art was like. You could Tyler, would you say you wore a shirt with the doggy style album cover?
Yeah.
Dad, did you have okay? How old were you when you did that?
Shit, this was 8th grade.
Okay, did you wear that out of your home, walking past your mom?
I bought it without my no, hell no, I didn't walk past my mom.
That's what I'm saying. So like you wore it, you snuck it out the house, right?
Yeah, I bought it without her knowing. I wore it to school without her knowing.
Did you get it from Spencer's?
No, I got it from a little corner spot. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
and-
Like,
and-
because remember they sold them weird ass shit
Hell
at
yeah.
Spencer's?
Mhm.
You
Remember
can
the
get any
Big
album.
Johnson?
Yeah, you can get
Remember
Melissa
the-
Etheridge albums on a shirt at Spencer's, bro.
Do y'all remember the Big Johnson t-shirts where
Yeah.
niggas like
It was
Like,
dick jokes. Every shirt was a dick
oh
joke.
dick joke, bro? Like, yeah, where like there was a tent being held up by a Johnson. You know what I mean? Like
I wore in 8th grade, I wore a South Park shirt where Cartman was saying in block letters underneath the image, cartoons kick ass. And I wore that to 8th grade on free dress day. And I looked around. I was just, you know who I was? I was that dude who wore the Trump shirt on the airplane. I looked at every adult like, are you going to let me get away with this?
Did you get in trouble?
No.
California, bro.
They didn't want to give me the satisfaction.
Nigga, they would have got us up out of there so quick, G. In the Bible Belt. Nigga. Did y'all have to tuck y'all shirt in and all that in high school?
We had uniforms. We had uniforms
Oh,
through
wow.
8th grade.
Oh, yeah,
and
that makes
which
sense for
they
y'all.
still do. But
Yeah.
it was like a big thing, and I'm sure y'all can relate to this, that like no one wanted to actually tuck it in. So we would all like fold the shirt at the
front?
bottom. And it was like, what is
Yeah,
the
yeah.
point of this? Like, it's such a
Yeah,
waste of
yeah.
time. But we were like,
Yeah,
we're not
yeah.
going to tuck it in. We're just going to make it
Yeah.
look like we're conforming.
Crazy, G. Those were the days.
Doggy
Those were the
style
days.
shirt in 8th grade, bro.
That's-
Tyler,
that's-
you would have been I would, if I had known you, I would still be telling that story. My bro Tyler wore a doggy style shirt to Six Flags.
Right at his peak too, and he was the most dangerous motherfucker in the world, according to
Nobody said
Jones.
nothing to you.
No, I got in trouble. I got in
Oh,
trouble.
okay.
Yeah, I got
Who-
sent to the office, all that shit. They called my mama. Yeah.
Oh,
How'd
what
that
your mom
go?
say?
Oh man.
I mean, shit, I got in. Mom was tripping, thinking I'm going to hell because I listen to rap and all that shit. You know how '90s parents were with rap. You know,
We were all going to hell over everything, bro.
Bro.
My friend, I remember my friend Akbar's mom told him he was going to hell over The Simpsons. And I was like, over The Simpsons?
Nigga,
Oprah
bro.
told his mom he was going to hell for watching The Simpsons.
Bro, my
bro.
mom was fighting. Like she would let me watch it and then she wouldn't, and then she would. She struggled with letting me watch Bart because she thought Bart was a bad influence. I remember I told you about the time I watched.
Hey, they
Friday.
were right. They were right.
Oh, they're right. But I mean, he wasn't
Because he was the coolest motherfucker
he
in
was
the
a cool,
world. to
but
me
I
as a
wouldn't.
kid.
I remember Bart having to write on the board. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't want that life, nigga. I wanted to be I wanted to hoop after school, nigga. So like, I'm not trying to do all that wild shit. You feel me? Like, yeah, none of that shit. But like, yeah, like I remember. I forgot my whole point, nigga. I just completely lost my train of thought. But yeah, I remember she was fighting for that shit. She was fighting not to, you know what I'm saying, for me not to watch that. It was just hard for her.
You
feel me?
were a Simpsons kid, though, right, Tyler?
No,
Oh yeah. My
I feel-
mom's ain't trip at all about the Simpsons.
Really?
she didn't. Because it was a cartoon.
I don't know. She just ain't
Yeah.
trip about the Simpsons.
I feel like it was like I think it was Oprah, but there was something that got like my friends with really religious moms. Most of them could not watch The Simpsons. But like, can you imagine like all this shit, John? We have to worry about as fucking parents now, technology and all this other stuff. And
you
we
tripping
had
over
friends,
the Simpsons?
We had friends sneaking over to my house to watch the syndicated Simpsons at 7:00. Like that was being in 8th grade in fucking 1998, bro.
I remember in middle school watching Friday with my family, right? We all watching Friday. And my stepdad like crying, laughing, and getting mad because he's laughing at it because he thinks it's bad, and getting up and walking out of the room. I shan't laugh at this nigger shit. He was I'm not going to hell with y'all. I'm getting the fuck out of here,
Nah,
nigga.
Witherspoon about to send me to hell.
Hey, Smokey had that nigga crying. Smokey was beating that nigga ass, bro. I remember seeing him try to hold in laughs. I'm like, nigga, it ain't gotta be like this. You can just laugh at this shit. Smokey was making it hard for him. He had to walk his ass upstairs. My mom looked at him like, shit, this shit too funny, nigga. Fuck it. I'll see you after this is over with. These niggas funny.
Oh man, that first time watching Friday was life changing, though, dog.
Nigga, life changing. I still watch Friday
Oh yeah.
old as fuck and laugh just as hard at that shit, bro. You know what I mean? But yeah, bro, I feel like I grew. I feel like this one of those days where you changed. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this like I realized
and then
something
you
could be
just spent
something
6 months seeing who in your friend group could quote the most lines from
for
Friday.
sure, for sure.
Like that was
for
just
sure.
every day, 7 days a week.
God, bro. God. I think D'Angelo, when I first heard D'Angelo, I think I felt like that too. Where I was like, I've never heard. I think like Tyler talks about Prince in a particular way. I think I felt like that with D'Angelo, where I was like, I've never heard this before. Like it was definitely a spiritual experience. First time I heard D'Angelo. There's certain things like that in high school. Yeah, that I think like big moments for me. You know what I'm saying? Cherche Lago. Y'all remember that
Oh,
shit
yeah,
when that shit dropped? That was a fucking moment too. Anyway, I feel so old.
How many times would you guess you heard the phrase "you got knocked the fuck out" when you were in high
Oh,
school?
come on, man.
Bro.
Thousands.
Oh my God. He gonna cry in the car.
All
I'm
right,
gonna put in on this, man.
Man.
man. All right, we're gonna wrap
Oh,
up
man.
with Dookie Butt of the Week. Tyler, who's your Dookie Butt of the Week?
Oh man, it's that. For one, I cannot believe how ridiculous this dude is as a person, and I also cannot believe how ridiculous his name is. Bo DeMeo, like, bro, that is like that is the most Roger from American Dad alias ass name I've ever seen in my motherfucking life. Bo DeMeo, and but on some real shit, like, for people not familiar, he was the writer, like the head writer on X-Men 97, which is, bro, one of the biggest fucking home runs that Disney Plus has had. And it is just perfect fucking television. It's like my favorite show I've watched this whole year. It's that fucking good. And he got fired before the shit even kicked off. And people were like, as the season kind of progressed, we saw how good X-Men 97 was, how it was, like we discussed before, that's not a kid's cartoon. That's a cartoon for the adults who were kids when X-Men first dropped in the 90s, right? Where they're tackling real issues there. And it was like, this is so fucking good. What did this dude do to get the boot on this? Because this is gold, right? And it looked like Disney wasn't going to tell us. Like, it was like we were probably never going to find out where they ended their partnership. And then this dude posts a screenshot from his Instagram from like June and says, "This is why I got fired from Disney." It's a picture of him dressed as like Cyclops, no shirt on, and it's like Happy Pride Month. And he's like, "This is what I got fired over because I posted this on Pride Month." Just kind of, painting Disney for being on some fuck shit, on some homophobic shit. Disney released a statement like 2 hours later, dog. Like 2 hours later, say, "No, sir. No, that is not why you got fired. For one, this was from June. We fired your ass in March, and we fired you because of sexual misconduct.
Because
you
of,
were
quote, egregious misconduct. They put the word egregious in the statement.
Did they break it down? What he was on?
We got word of that like the next day, but soon as Disney hopped out there and said that, I was like, oh yeah, whatever Disney's saying he did that. Because Disney is not going to hop out there, release an official statement saying we fired you over sexual misconduct and risk losing like $50 million in a defamation lawsuit if those receipts aren't bulletproof, right? So when Disney hopped out there like that, I was like, oh yeah, this motherfucker was wilding. Whatever Disney said he did. And then we got the details. And this motherfucker was sending pictures to the artist on X-Men 97, ass naked, posing, saying, yeah, use this as inspiration for how we want our heroes to pose in this. Freaky ass nigga, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? run for your life.
Run for your life, nigga.
And they said that he was verbally abusive to the people he was working with. Said that, he would sexually harass coworkers on the job. And it's like, dog, like, for one, you're a piece of shit for all the shit that they're saying you did. And two, they weren't going to tell us. You told us. I'm sure there was an NDA right there where y'all both agreed to never speak on this shit. You hopped out there and lied, and Disney's like, oh, we breaching NDAs now, bet. And they put the truth out there. And now it's like, bro.
I think you undersold it. I think the first story detailing what he did came out within like 12 hours.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like it was like
all this shit happened on a Thursday night, and then Friday morning we got the
Yeah.
details. Yeah.
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 And
That's
I
a
mean,
wild man.
I obviously won't put his name out there, but I was messaging with a Jenkins and Jones listener who worked at Marvel, who wanted to make sure that we saw and talked about this story. And I said, "Do you have any stories?" And he said, "No, it's just hilarious to me that he was sending naked pictures of himself to people saying, make Cyclops look strong like this."
All right.
Jesus
Dick just
Christ.
swinging. Dick just swinging. He's like, this is what we want Cyclops to look like.
Unnecessarily, bro. He felt like he found a loophole to send nudes to people. You know what I mean? I figured it out. This is how I could, you know what I'm saying, harass niggas without getting in trouble.
Crazy. Yeah.
Crazy.
You dummy.
Diabolical, bro.
Dummy, bro.
Fuck.
John, who's your Dookie butt of the week?
Me, I'm the Dookie butt. So I was riding with baby girl.
I challenged my friend to a race, and now I have to.
Y'all really think I'm gonna lose the Asian in the race? Y'all truly believe this? That is crazy if y'all really think this. But anyway, so
John, how many miles a week does Adrian run?
it don't matter. If this ain't a mile, that's 100 meters, my nigga.
No, but what he's like a 50 mile a week type of a dude, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And how many
Yeah.
miles a week? You say you jog, right?
I run on. I mean, I do sprints.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do. I mean, it's like it's striding out. So I'll do like walk for 30 seconds, sprint for 30 seconds, walk for 30 seconds, and I'll do that. I'll do that like everything for like 15 minutes on the treadmill.
Okay, I got you then. I didn't know that. I thought you were saying you just went for jogs, bro. Because I was like, that's what you said.
Right. You know,
Tyler, is that not what he said? That's what you said. You said I jog.
Did I? Okay. I mean, it's sprinting because I'm running on 10, but it's not like full speed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just so it's like I'm running. I'm not sprinting. I'd say, but it's enough to know that I can.
I do think you're gonna beat Jackson for sure.
He just want to fuck with you. You know he like doing it.
No, I do. I think you'll beat Jackson because I think he'll get lemon booty. But I do generally when people over 40 race, I would generally take the person with the higher level of fitness over any distance. That's just a personal.
Yeah. The thing is, Adrian's fitness is different. Like I lift, I'm active. You know what I'm saying? Like I work out 5-6 days a week. You know what I'm saying? Like so. It's not like I'm not active. He's just.
No, you're like the most fit person I know in our age demographic, except for Adrian, probably.
But Adrian's a fucking psycho. You know what I mean?
Right.
But those are working different. My thing is those are working different muscles.
Yeah,
endurance.
That's true.
Yeah. Like he's slim because he's running long distance. I'm thicker because I'm power. You know what I'm saying? So if I wouldn't challenge him to like a mile long race. This is 100 meters.
Okay.
This is 1/16 of that, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, I could smoke his ass, nigga. Fuck you, me. Anyway. So it's me. Let's get back to the Dookie, bro.
Yeah. Sorry.
Get on these tangents, man. So I'm riding with Somi, baby. And she hits me with, I'm sad. You know what I mean? Just in the back. And I'm like, why? She's like, I don't know. Why you keep asking why?
God damn.
And she told me to mind my motherfucking business, basically. But like, also, she was telling me like, I think that's not the way to answer that when she's, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you need from me is the way to, you know, can I do anything? You know, like and what's crazy is I understand. I be getting sad sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't fell asleep in the club. That was, I get feeling different from where, you know what I'm saying, immediately at weird times, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I get that shit, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn, she got a point, bro. Why am I asking her why when she tells me she's feeling sad? You feel me? So learned another thing, nigga. This parenting shit crazy. But yeah.
You got the most emotionally intelligent 2-year-old on planet Earth, dog.
Yes.
I mean, what's funny? Somi boy, I mean, Shola baby will cry, right? And Somi will say, get your feelings out, Shola. Get your feelings out, baby brother. Get your feelings out, baby brother. Get it out. Precious. But when she's crying, I'll pat her on her back and I'll be like, get it all out. Get it all out. It's okay. Like there's space for the emotion and shit. You know what I mean? So so she's just like, yeah. She was like, I don't know. Why you keep asking why? She said it 3 times, nigga.
Yeah,
the third one, I was
she
like,
wanted
damn,
to tell you
nigga.
that for a minute, dog.
Listen, the third time, yeah, you're right. She was fed up. She was fed up. Like we had just went to the grocery store and shit. You know what I mean? We listened to the music. We was vibing. All of a sudden, you know, she said she was sad. But yeah, so by the third one, I just turned my head. Like I'm like, when she said the first one, I was like, by the second one, I was looking back, are you all right? And then the third one, I was like, oh, let me leave her alone. You know what I mean? She getting her issue. You feel me? So
but yeah, I'm glad you're using that as a learning moment, because I think right then and there, she's telling you how she wants to be treated. Because I think probably the best way you should approach it now, if she says that she's sad again, is ask her if she wants to talk about it. Right? Because shit, bro, we grown ass adults, and I don't like talking about my emotions all the time. Right? So I completely understand Somi in that moment just wanted to express that she's sad, but not get any deeper than that. You know what I mean? So yeah. You know,
sure,
like I said, I think she showed you right there how she wants to be treated, and I'm glad that you're gonna soak that in.
Oh, for sure, man, for sure. It's funny because back in the day, if we would have did that shit, even at 2,
what?
Like, don't talk to, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so.
Imagine.
It's. I think our parents made just as big of a leap as
for sure,
as we did. So it's not like I don't want to, like, my mom did her best. You
if
know,
any
she did
of
a
us
great job.
If any of us
Feel
were
me?
exposed to our grandparents parenting,
we would not
right now, the
we'd be,
skin would fly off our bodies, bro.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. You know, I talked to my mom about shit like the different generations, and it's like, wow. But also, you know, there was different things going on in the world, so like, there was less room to make mistakes at that time period. Like, you whistle at a motherfucker, and you know, it's like, you know what I'm saying?
I told you about my grandpa in World War II, right?
No.
My grandpa told my brother and I his whole life he was a nurse in World War II. You know, he said we knew he got a GI Bill, all this other shit. He was an Italian person, you know, joined the army, got the GI Bill, went to get his degree at Rutgers, all this other shit. Told us the whole life. Anytime we would ask him about the war or about him being a soldier, he would make a joke about how that's where he was bald. He said, that's where I lost my hair, was they shot at me and my hair fell off. But he said, I was a nurse, all this other stuff. After he passed away, we got, you know, you get when your relative is served and they pass away, you get the flag and you get like their record or whatever. I looked up the unit he was in, and it was like on the front, like, oh, the most unspeakable, like, you know, like 60% of the people in the unit were killed, like all this type of shit. He won all kinds of awards and all this other stuff. He came home and he never told one person about that shit. So you can't imagine. I mean, he was 18 years old.
Yeah.
You cannot imagine being raised. And my dad was a gay man raised by a Catholic dad who'd done all that. I can't even fathom.
Bro. So what I'll do, even with my dad, I was thinking about this today. Like, fuck what he did, but it's not fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Because like what he probably went through to cause him, like I told y'all in therapy, I'll be like, I'll get sad thinking about what he's missing out from being a dad, because this shit is so beautiful. Like, what did he go through to make him not want to take part in this? Because this is the most fulfilling thing I've ever experienced. You know what I mean? So my being a dad switched my perspective. You know what I mean? But so yeah, I feel like, you know, yeah, we made a big jump. I feel like our parents made a big jump too. So that's why I'm saying I don't want to disparage them, because I know my mom was my friend in 10th grade. You know, I told my mom about when I lost my virginity like 2 weeks later. And I remember the next day, my friends, we were like, because we talk about sex every day. You feel me? Like, we fucking 10th grade, I'm 16. And they're like, they happen to bring up, like, you wouldn't talk to your mom about this. I'm like, I just told my mom I lost my virginity. What do you mean? Like, they were like, you told your mom you did get in trouble? I'm like, y'all get in trouble for fucking? Like, your body's making you do this. Like, for like nature, like, you know, you're gonna get grounded because you did what your body told you to do.
That's such a you quote.
I was just so confused. I'm like,
you get in trouble for fucking?
For fucking, nigga? Like, if you like, how do you, like, yo, shut your body down, nigga? You can't, you know what I mean? Like, I'm having wet dreams. My body is making me get this off.
I'm having sex with my imagination every night.
Nigga. Bro, I was jerking off before games. I was at home, gotta get my issue. Before I go play basketball. Like, nigga, it was like, you know, nigga, bro. Anyway, I thought that was crazy. But yeah, so like my mom was great. You know what I mean? It was very much different from most parents. You know, I didn't realize that till I got older, but yeah, I just feel like we made a big jump. So like, yeah, it's funny thinking about that situation with Somi, how they would have got a 2-year-old would have got,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, told
Would've
off
been,
and
yeah.
you know what I mean?
At
Yeah,
best,
maybe, yeah,
told
maybe
off.
that
Right.
switch. You feel me?
Right.
Crazy, but yeah.
My Dookie Butt of the Week is whoever made up the rumor that Stream East had been taken over by the Department of Homeland Security, which it is not. They have issued the Stream East News Network has issued an official message on Twitter saying Stream East has not been seized. All of our prioritized domains are up and running fully intact. Retweet this to stop the panic. Listen, I don't partake of illegal streams, but the people who do need them. And it's not, this is the ultimate punching down. Don't make parody jokes scaring people who need illegal streams. Let them be. They have enough shit going on. With the exception of you can scare LeBron James, who uses Stream East because he's too cheap to fucking get a VPN or whatever.
You
I
don't
be
tap in with
using
the
them
streaming
illegal
for
streams,
anything,
bro.
Yeah,
I be using the fuck out them shit.
I be tapping in for a box in the UFC. I'm not paying
big fights that I just like. It ain't worth the 80.
Yeah.
Dream East me like a motherfucker.
I
What you
have
mean?
there's a dude in Long Beach, and maybe some people listening to this know this is a dude who will stream fights on Instagram Live with his commentary, and his commentary is the funniest shit. So I just am on that all the time. But
Oh, that sounds fire.
it's great.
Yeah.
So it's the last piece of truly regional culture that we have left. Here in Southern
Also,
California.
like that reminds me of like when motherfuckers had the fucking scramblers.
Yeah,
We need something that mimics that
yeah.
to hold on to some part of our, you know what I mean?
Some yearning,
We need yes.
technological yearning.
Technological yearning is important, is an important part of society and culture. Okay.
Jackson, who's your Dookie Butt of the Week?
My Dookie Butt of the Week, I have a two-parter. The first part is Boston Red Sox player Jarren Duran. He
Did you just call him a nerd?
Nigga doing extra credit for Dookie Butt, nigga.
well, one of them. This was I was gonna.
I got a two-parter, guys.
All right.
Strap in.
Okay.
Buckle up.
Okay. I'll just do the one.
Dude, both parts. I'm a fucking idiot. I mean, don't care about what I say.
Jarren Duran.
I'm ridiculous. Do both
Jarren
parts.
Duran used the.
This is why I don't think you're gonna hold up to the shit talking.
This ain't that, bro. This is
You
not
got
that.
frazzled real quick,
This is
nigga.
not that. This is
Nigga, hey, bro,
This is
that's
not
what you
that.
say.
He's holding
I'm
a baby and knocked you off your pivot
this
like
is
I'm a
not-
that,
nasty nigga, bro. This is PG-13 on here, bro. I'm telling you, nigga.
I'm not sure.
I would be canceled if I was me, motherfucker. You feel me? There's a reason I ain't on Twitter no more. Nigga, I had to fight too hard not to be me on that bitch. Okay? I'm telling you. All right, dude.
Jarren Duran of the Boston Red Sox used the F slur and it was caught on caught in 4K. And it was fans were like yelling, who knows, all sorts of. I'm sure they were yelling lots of nasty shit at him. I do not approve of fans being reckless, screaming at professional athletes. But Jarren Duran cannot be using that kind. Anyone cannot be using that kind of language,
Can't get
especially
that
when
off, bro.
especially when you're a famous person who's on camera all the time. But no one should be using that word, especially not professional athletes.
We get it, Jackson. Go ahead.
My second Dookie Butt of the Week is my girlfriend had
Nobody should be using the word. I just want to let everybody know.
Yeah, nobody should be using it. Nobody should be using it. My girlfriend had COVID like a month ago, and so we were like stuck in the house. She like had actual symptoms, and we were kind of just like stuck at home. So we were trying to find something new to watch that we could watch for like a week straight and just like binge. And so we started watching Grey's Anatomy. I'd never watched Grey's Anatomy before. I've just seen people, it's been
Isn't there
around
like
forever.
40 seasons of
A
it or
billion
something?
seasons. We're
Yeah.
currently in
Is it
season
good?
6.
Is it really
It's pretty good actually. It's pretty good.
Okay.
And I would just see people, I've seen people post about it before. I've had family members who like watch the show, right? So the only context I had for the show going in was that there's two like male sort of main characters, McDreamy and McSteamy is what the internet is told.
That's two
me,
different
right?
niggas?
Two different dudes.
Are they
One
white
of them
niggas?
they're both white. One of them is like
Okay.
this brown-haired, like slick dude who's like supposed to be like the nice guy, and he's like the dreamy one. And then the other
Is he
one is like a
handsome?
blonde dude who's like a more like gruff and like just like has sex with all the nurses, and he's McSteamy.
That's McSteamy? Okay, that
Yes,
makes sense.
exactly. And so
Who's more
that's
handsome in your eyes? McDreamy or McSteamy?
they're very different. They're very different looking white dudes. So it's sort of a type,
Okay.
whatever you
Okay.
prefer. to each their own.
Which do you prefer?
I would
Yeah, I'm
probably say
wondering.
McDreamy. I'd probably say
McDreamy. So you like the cleaner white dude? You prefer that?
I guess so. I just like brown hair, I think is what it is.
Okay.
Versus-
The other one's
versus blonde hair.
blonde.
Yeah, the other one's blonde.
Yeah, Brown is a win. I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Those are generally
but-
more handsome white men. Go ahead.
Right. So that was my only context for the show going in was the knowledge of the names of these two characters. And so I assumed McDreamy was based on the names only he was like the nicest guy in the world. He's the main character and you start the show and that's sort of like he's the main character. He's very nice guy. No, he's not a nice guy. He is the villain of this fucking show. Anyone who watches Grey's Anatomy and thinks and likes McDreamy, I don't even know. Maybe everyone hates him. Maybe I'm in the majority here. But if people out there like that guy, no. He is the absolute villain of Grey's Anatomy. And he's horrible to everyone. And he like does it in this very like white man, like, no, I'm just a nice guy. Like, I'm just trying to do this thing or whatever. No. Out on McDreamy. So anyone who watches Grey's Anatomy, that
Fuck
dude's
McDreamy.
it's fuck McDreamy in this house.
Oh, McDreamy and McSteamy kind of mid, bro. I just looked them up. These niggas mid. Look these niggas up, bro.
This is
This is a basic white man face.
They are
bro.
kind of
this
basic.
is this is
Like
Eric
that's
Dane.
McDreamy?
Eric
this is
Dane
the
is
guy.
the yeah. What's his name?
I know. Hold on. I know the
Dr.
name.
Derek
Patrick
Shepard. I don't know his
Yeah,
real
Derek
name.
Shepard. Patrick Dempsey.
Dempsey.
Patrick Dempsey and
that's who it is?
Eric Dane is the other
I
one.
feel like I should know a Patrick.
And what's the
Dempsey.
other one? Is McSteamy?
Nigga, this was
McSteamy.
like
McSteamy looks like he's got that Neanderthal gene, bro.
McSteamy got the thin. I mean, I guess it's a time period. It's a time period.
Yeah, McSteamy looks like 1994. Like he looks like what girls thought was
Oh,
a hot
hold
dude
up,
when we
though.
were in like
Right,
middle
right,
school.
right.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
You can't walk out there with just this one. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you can't
yeah,
walk
that's
out
over
there
with.
like that. With
Yeah,
this.
this right. Yeah.
I
I
agree.
can't talk about facial hair. My shit all fucked up, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Your facial hair looks great.
Thank you. But you know,
You're hitting singles. You're playing within yourself.
you're right. You're right.
You're not
right,
swinging
right.
for the. You're
I'm
not
not swinging
swinging for
for-
the
no, no.
fences and striking out.
and getting the whole. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
No, it
yeah,
looks
yeah.
great.
The goo goo. You know, whatever the fuck. What's that shit called? The
Goo-goo? I don't
spray.
know. Oh, this spray.
It starts with a G, right? You know what I'm saying? What's it called?
The fill-in shit.
What it's called something. No, it's what
don't
Boozer
know.
had. The Boozer.
Yeah, that's all I'm thinking of.
I
is
thought
the
he used
Boozer.
shoe polish.
No, it's a particular thing, but you know,
Oh.
kids even getting it now. Like
What?
a fucking bro, I swear, I'm watching these videos, nigga.
Spray on
They
hair.
spraying fill-in with nigga 11-year-old. Bro, if you don't get that fucking
What?
chemical bullshit away from my motherfucking bro, if they
Is
hit
it
shoulder with
Topic?
that, nah, bro, it's called
Oliver
nah, bro. The Boozer. What did Boozer put on his head?
spray on hair boozer.
spray. The Boozer spray.
Hair fusion.
Nah, bro. That sounds like some white people jail shit. Let me see. Don't it sound like some gel you put in your hair in the 90s? That sounds like some shit McSteamy put in his hair, nigga.
Yeah, that would have been what I was spiking my hair with for sure. The extreme hold. It was like you could have pulled a
You
gob
doing a
of that
lot of
shit
this
out.
with that
You could have pulled a
motherfucker.
gob out,
Is it
thrown it on the wall, and it would have just
Biggin?
stuck
The
there.
Bacon? The
Beijing.
Oh,
Wow.
Beijing?
That's a two America's moment, ain't it, Tyler?
bro, I don't know what that is.
Begging.
I just see people in the chat are responding. I never heard of it. I never heard of it.
Yeah. Thank you, chat, man. Y'all know I don't remember shit. Beijing, nigga, appreciate you. Beijing, that motherfucker, yeah. But yeah, that's what they're hitting kids with Beijing now, bro. They putting the
much.
Beijing on kids' hairline. Like this nigga got a perfectly good hairline. There's no need for Beijing. What do you mean? You feel me? Crazy. It's nasty. Anyway.
Kids putting shit like that. That's disturbing.
Bro, and also like, I think Steve Harvey ruined the game with that wig he had, bro. Like Steve Harvey, he did. No, for real. Like people thought that was real. Now we're trying to imitate something that was fake. It's the same thing the Kardashians did with ass.
It's
And I'm
like
about to get canceled. I ain't gonna go any further, but you see the point though.
Show up to the one-on-one between John and Jackson to hear the rest of this rant.
I'm not going any further, but them diapers is because you know what I'm saying? Niggas trying to imitate the Kardashians. That shit was fake from the front. But anyway, we ain't gonna get there. I ain't gonna.
All right, that's all the time.
Wait, Tyler didn't give his, right?
How we did? Bo
Oh,
DeMayo.
oh yeah,
It was
right,
just 20 minutes ago.
yeah,
Closing the
yeah.
bullshit.
Sorry, I got confused.
Oh, we need the community one though. We need the one.
Oh
with
yes, we do
chat.
need the
Yeah,
community
yeah.
one.
Chat Dookie Butt
The
of the
Chad
week.
Dookie Butt of the week. They nominated a few. Let's see. Hold on, I gotta scroll up. The nominees are JD Vance once again for saying ethnic enclaves and comparing people of this country to gangs of New York.
Have you seen the motherfuckers at Trump's most recent rally walking around with jizz cups of JD Vance? The whole
What?
JD, yeah. Well, not actual JD Vance jizz in them, of course.
Of course not,
It's,
Tyler.
it's cups. It's cups that. It's
You don't have
cups
to
that.
clarify that.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
they're walking around with cups that are like semen sample cups, and it says JD Vance family plan. It's weird, and it's a fucking blow at Walsh because he used intro
Oh,
idea.
that's
Yeah.
the nastiest,
Yeah.
bro. That's the
Jesus.
nastiest shit.
Weirdo, evil
weirdos.
fucking weirdos.
Weird.
On top of that.
Weird at best.
That's the nastiest shit.
So that's one nominee. Another nominee is Trump for Miles said he's having his Raptors Hakeem era on Twitter right now.
Oh,
Past
yeah.
his prime.
Shit,
Lost his
yeah,
fastball.
dog.
Oh, bro, it's nasty. And I think the same things we was talking about with Biden.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey,
for
bro.
sure.
Oh, I
Oh,
said it 30 seconds
that's-
after Biden dropped out. I can't believe
Yeah.
Republicans are running a 78-year-old man for president. This
he
is
be the- he be
disrespectful to
the
the
old-
country, bro.
Oldest in the
He's too
history.
old. He's
Right.
the oldest
You know what I'm
ever.
saying? Oh,
And the
shit.
last
We would,
nominee.
no, we would never.
We would never. We would never.
Never.
We would never.
Wouldn't even
Consider it.
consider it.
Definitely wouldn't say this is our best chance of winning. Definitely would not say that. The last nominee is from Elijah. He said, Dookie Button on this podcast. Apparently, women are going to trade school at record rates, and folks on Twitter are saying it's because all of the men are too busy podcasting.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Elijah, for bringing that to our attention, man. Yeah, we might have to. Yeah.
I'm
How
gonna
do
tell
you-
Vinny right now. You make sure she's in the union.
Hey,
Hey,
nigga.
right. Speaking as a journalist / podcaster, I would have left both those
Good.
professions 15 years ago if my wife wasn't in the teachers union. That's 100% of my health insurance.
sure.
My
Health
my adult
insurance,
life
yes,
has come
yes.
from being married to my wife.
They sacrifices so we can become podcasters.
Their hands look like this, so my hands could look like this. You feel me?
I just clipped my nails. Matter of fact, you hear me?
I sit here while I work. Kim has to go in people in to be a dentist. To
Yeah,
people's
that's
mouths and
right.
shit,
Kim
bro.
has a real job, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
never mind a trade.
man.
That's a
Kim's not editing podcasts. She's editing human teeth.
They
human
wanted
bones.
equality.
Outside bones. They wanted
That's what equality looks like, nigga.
Tyler, I listened to, because you brought it up, I listened to like clips of Trump's shit with Elon. He did sound like Daffy Duck, bro.
Dog, that motherfucker.
Oh,
took a stick
Elon
out.
or
I'm telling you.
Trump?
Trump. No, like he sounded like an old man with his dentures out.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
he was real lispy of that motherfucker.
Oh, man. He might have had a stroke. Like, let me.
You try to sound like the boogeyman on some
We can't take lisp serious, dog. There is nowhere. Even your constituency will clown your ass.
It's carnage in America.
Move your tongue, fuck nigga. Your tongue's in the way. Oh, shit. Ooh, big fat.
All
tongue
right,
ass nigga.
that's all the time
Anyway.
we got. We will be back with 2 more episodes this week. We don't have the timing just yet, but obviously we will put that out there on social media. If you're listening to this on your podcast feeds, youtube.com/@JenkinsandJones, we will be streaming the college football video game between Tyler and Jackson live, with me on play-by-play and John on color commentary, as well as we'll put together some DraftKings lines and
We
prop
got to get
bets.
DraftKings involved, bro.
Yeah.
Jackson, hit him up, baby. Let's figure it out.
And you do not want to miss the Guess That White episode that Jackson's putting together. That will be
And both of these will not be nearly as good listening in your audio feed.
that is a
So
fact.
Subscribe to
I
well,
highly
so
recommend.
subscribe
Oh,
to
Jackson
the,
got the
subscribe to
balloons.
YouTube
Balloons
channel.
on this motherfucker.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
That's crazy.
Did that work?
I
How you
have
do
some
that?
shit go off
I
on
don't
my
know,
shit.
bro.
The fuck?
That's what I did.
This nigga Tyler.
Oh, we're
Look at
back,
that
baby.
shit.
What did you do? What did you do? What
I
was
just
the-
did this, bro.
Because he's got you have to turn something on.
Oh man,
It's like reaction.
These young
Some
man,
of us
they-
got
you know what I'm
touch.
saying?
Some of us got touch. You know.
Ah.
Some of us
I'll
got
take
touch.
that. That's nice.
Some of us
That's
got
nice.
All right. We'll see y'all soon. Bye.
Bye.